everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel Learning the Art. So in today's video, I'm going to teach you how to draw a realistic eye, not only how to draw but paint as well. So our first step is to draw a circle. Then we are going to divide this circle into half, vertically and horizontally. Then we will draw a small circle right at the center, that would be our pupil, and over that we will do a big circle that will be our iris area. If you guys are not comfortable doing directly with your brush, you can pick your pencil as well. Then I will start constructing the shape of the eye. Right now I am using my yellow ochre for constructing the eye, but you can either use burnt sienna or even you can use your regular lead pencil as well. There is no restriction. So now we will leave some space and start drawing the eyelid area. First we will do a straight line, then we will simply follow the shape of eye, and then while doing the iris, just remember to leave some of the area empty because of the reflection. Now the most important step while doing the eye is the direction and the shape of lashes. So most of the people, they make this mistake that they start drawing the lashes in only one direction, which is absolutely incorrect. We're supposed to draw lashes in two different directions, and the thing is, some of the lashes will overlap with each other, and as we will move forward, we will be decreasing the length of the lash here. The same thing goes with the lower lash as well. We will be drawing lashes in two different directions, which will be like the opposite of each other, like the complete reverted version of each other. So just keep that in mind. Now we will start drawing the eyebrow. I'm going to do a very basic shape of eyebrow. You can do whatever you like and prefer, as we're not using any reference image for it, so I'm doing it on my own. Now the pupil is the area that is supposed to be the darkest, so for doing that I will be using my raw umber and lamp black. So for doing the iris, just keep in mind that when we observe eye, we see that the outline of iris appears to be slightly darker than the inside area of iris. So I will be keeping the outline a little bit dark as compared to the inside area of the iris, and for doing that I'm using my Russian blue, sap green, and very less amount of zinc titanium as well. Just make sure that there is a smooth transition between the dark and the light shade, especially near the outline of iris. So near the pupil area, we will be adding a little amount of yellow ochre. Just try to blend each and every color perfectly so that we can have a very smooth iris. You see, I have left the area of the highlight empty because when we observe our eye, we can clearly see the sharp reflection of light in our iris area. So in that area, I am using my zinc titanium directly. Also, I am using my Russian blue and zinc titanium, and I am drawing the random patterns inside the eye, and we will make the reflection very sharp, and I'm using my color in the very thick amount. Now for doing the inside area of eye, when we observe it, we can clearly see that it's not all white. So for doing that, I'm mixing my cadmium red along with Russian blue. And first of all, I'm mixing these two colors together, and I'm doing a very thin wash inside the eye. Now, after applying it on both corners, I am using my zinc titanium in this area, and I will be blending this under layer with my zinc titanium. And you can clearly see now it looks more good and natural, because our inside area of eye is not that wide. We know that. So area near the iris is the one that is going to be slightly more wide than the corners. So I will be using more amount of zinc titanium near the iris area. Just mind the shape of iris while applying the color near the iris area. We will be using our zinc titanium in thick amount to make it look more white, as this painting is alla prima. And those who don't know what alla prima is a technique in which we don't wait for the first layer to dry first. We just keep adding the next layer over it. So the thing is, while doing this technique, the color that we apply in the second layer starts blending with the previous layer. So that's why we have to apply thick layers. For doing the tear duct area, I am using my vermilion along with scarlet and very less amount of burnt sienna as well. We will be defining the shape of eye with this color. For doing the eyelid, we will keep our eyelid a little bit dark as compared to the rest of the skin tones. So for doing that, I will be using more amount of our burnt sienna. The first layer is going to be a little dark, and over that you can see I'm using my zinc titanium directly, and it doesn't appear to be all white. Why? Because again, this is alla prima and the color is blending with the previous layer. So that's why I'm using my white directly over here. So the thing that matters a lot is the direction, and you can say the movement of your brush. As you can clearly see, I am moving my brush in the same direction as the shape of my eye. The thing is, whatever the sketch that we are doing or whatever the painting that we are doing, the direction of our brush really matters a lot. For example, if I'm doing an apple, I will be using my brush in the round direction. So for doing some of the areas even lighter, you can see I am applying the very thick layer of zinc titanium. So for doing the lighter areas, we will be using zinc titanium in more amount. I'm mixing my zinc titanium with very less amount of scarlet, vermilion, pale yellow and lemon yellow. For the darker areas, we will be using more amount of vermilion along with raw umber. Just make sure that all of the tones are blended really well, because blending is the key. Because if the skin tones are not blended really well, it doesn't appear to be realistic at all. So just keep that thing in your mind and blend it really well. For the lighter area, I will be using my yellowish pink along with my zinc titanium. Again, we will be using our zinc titanium in very thick amount, and I will be blending that with my previous layer so that we can see the area of highlights clearly. And if you haven't subscribed my channel yet, do subscribe my channel and hit the notification icon, so whenever I post some art stuff, you will be able to see it. And I would truly appreciate it if you will subscribe my channel as well. And don't forget to leave a comment either. Now I'm defining my eyelid because it was faded away while blending the previous skin layer. For the sharp highlights, I'm using my zinc titanium directly. You can see that. Alright, so for doing the upper lash, I'm using my raw umber and lamp black together, but more amount of raw umber. I will keep lamp black to the minimum. Also, again, just notice the direction of the lashes, they're in the opposite direction. And not only that, lashes are overlapping with each other, and as I'm moving forward, I will be decreasing the length of the lash here because we don't usually have the longer lashes near the tear duct area, so I will keep it very short. Just make sure that the tip of your lash is quite thin. Again, for doing the lower lash, the lash will be in two directions, and the color I will be using is raw umber and burnt sienna. I will not be using lamp black at all because I want to keep my lower lash slightly lighter than the upper lash. Alright guys, so while doing the eyebrow, I will be using my burnt sienna along with raw umber and lamp black, but I will be drawing the eyebrow here in the sideways direction. You can clearly see I don't want to make the eyebrow look super dark and in the black tone. That's why I am using my burnt sienna as well. You can do any shape that you like or want. It's just that I did a very basic shape. And here we go. We are done with our eyebrow as well, and I'm adding some final highlights using my zinc titanium. This is my favorite thing to do. If you like the video, don't forget to subscribe, like, and leave a comment, and I'll see you in the next video. Until then, bye bye. Take care, everyone.